You shot straight, but you shot late. Holla at me. This is the Rundown Podcast.
I'm gonna give you the rundown.
For the latest in hip-hop and celebrity news, tune in to OG Jucario TV. Run it. Say, man, hey, man, it's OG Jucario. Now I'm back at you with another one. And guess what? Man, that boy Rick Ross went off, man. I ain't gonna even hold you. Look, man, that boy Drizzy, you know what I'm saying, mentioned Rick Ross and that diss he had against Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Metro Boomin, Future, and Weeknd and all them, right? You know, but when he mentioned Rose name in that little old diss, what that boy do that for? Knowing that he said that Rick Ross is one of his favorite rappers of all time. One of his favorite lyricists on any song. And this right here came back to bite him in his ass. So we gonna get into this whole ordeal right about now. Run it. Say, man, real hip hop, real rap is finally back. As far as, you know, I'm concerned, cause that boy Rick Ross, you know, like Drizzy say, he almost 50. So how you let somebody that's almost 50, right? Somebody who got a little small check, like you said, Drizzy, bury you like that, body you, man, body blow you. Say, man, no diddy. But say, man, let's get into this diss, man. And this outro that boy Rick Ross put on this diss track, let everybody know this is what Drake said. Drake said that Rick Ross is one of his favorite rappers, one of his favorite lyricists, man. Say, boy, you know you done messed up, white boy. Run it. I'm waiting on your response, 50. You got to lunchtime, my boy. You know what I'm talking about? Now, Rick Ross responded instantaneously, man. You know what I'm talking about? Simultaneously to the diss that Drake put out that got leaked, right? Got leaked online. That's what, the PR is saying, right? That's what Drake people is saying, that the song got leaked. And Rick Ross mentioned this. He said, you leaking songs while we speaking directly. You know what I'm saying? At least I am. You know, and Rose, man, ain't taking no shorts, ain't taking no losses. And look, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, Ross killed that boy, man. You know what I'm saying? He cooked him. He stewed him. He boiled him. Broiled him. You know what I'm talking about? Filleted him. Barbecued this dude, man. Say, Drizzy, you cool and all, you know what I'm saying, for the millennials. But see, I'm almost 50 myself. So I'm going to ride with that boy Ross and these lyrics and what he's saying and the delivery and, you know, the comedic side of, you know, what he was putting out there in the song about your nose and your six-pack, your fake six-pack. Yeah, because we know Ross, you know, kind of body shamed old Drizzy. Now, I've been checking out the comments and people saying, man, Drake ain't had no nose job. Drake ain't had no surgery done. Say, man, this dude is the modern day Michael Jackson of rap, of hip hop, right? And, you know, we all know that Michael Jackson had a couple of nose jobs due to the images that are out there. And these same type of images showing Aubrey Graham, aka Drizzy Drake, you know, facial features, his nose features, even his eye colors didn't change. His eyes was brown. Now his eyes black. What's going on with that? He wearing contacts now? So, man, you know, all this is very suspect. And it seemed like Ross knew that, you know, Aubrey was going to come for him one day. He was going to mention his name. And when he did, he shouldn't have had. See what I'm saying? Because that boy Ross ain't taking no shorts and ain't taking no losses. Here go a couple of pics of Drake from back in the Gap, you know, and how his nose and eye colors has changed, right? And maybe some more things that you might notice about Drake has changed also. Now, we all seen what 50 Cent jumped out there and said about the Drake diss, right? And said that all these dudes got cooked by a light-skinned nigga, right? Now, we know the rivalry that 50 Cent and Rick Ross have. Will 50 Cent give Rick Ross his flowers? Never! But it's gonna be interesting to hear the response on what 50 got to say now that Rick Ross simultaneously, instantaneously responded to Drake's diss song, right? And Drake only had a couple of bars about Ross, right? And Ross had a whole diss song about this boy in less than 2 hours later, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. Real rap is back. I'm talking about this boy woke me up out of my sleep with this one, man. I'm talking about this Rick Ross diss broke me up out of my sleep, man. I'm talking about, once I heard it, I'm like, hold on, man, this boy on some Tupac type. You know what I'm saying? He on some Tupac. I had to throw on my Pac shirt, man. I had to throw on my Pac shirt, man, because that boy Rick Ross is on some hit 'em up type vibes, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, Drake took some shots at Rose in this diss song, saying that he gave Rose all his #1 hits. And that could very well be true. And a lot of people are saying that, you know, Drake made Rick Ross relevant, which I would have to disagree with. Because when Every Day I'm Hustling came out, Jay-Z signed Rick Ross, right? And ever since then, Rick Ross ain't never took his foot off the gas, man. Teflon Don dropped in 2010, right? Every Day I'm Hustling dropped in 2006, right? And Rick Ross has been going up ever since then, man. And when Drizzy came along, yeah, you know, he gave him that sound. He gave all these artists in the game these hooks, right? And that helped propel all of them to the level that they at now. So I just can't say that Drizzy Drake, you know what I'm saying, made Rose. I can't stand on that, man. Because, you know, at the end of the day, Rose was already doing his thing, dog. I mean, come on, Jay-Z signed him. That's all you got to say about that. Now, I didn't listen to this diss track by Rick Ross back to back like Drake. No pun intended. Now, a lot of people are saying that Drake definitely killed Rose. But look, he only had a couple of lines in this diss song that he talked about all these rappers in. See, Rose has a full diss song dedicated towards Aubrey Graham, aka Drake, right? And a lot of people are saying, man, that boy Rose had this song, this diss tucked away, waiting on Drake to say something, waiting on Drake to mention his name. And that could very well be true. But if he didn't, that shows you the level of skill and lyricism that Rick Ross has. He went in the studio 2 hours later after Drake's diss was leaked, mentioning Ross, and here comes Ross with a classic, man. A classic diss song, man. So is this beef, or is this just a friendly sparring match between two comrades, right? In the rap game, man. And it's real rap back. It's real hip hop finally back. I mean, that's what Lil Duval was saying when, you know, he went live on his Instagram. And he's saying, hey, man, real rap is back. I like this right here. This is what I'm talking about. And I would have to agree. Because, you know, you got Drake taking these shots saying that Rick Rose is almost 50 years old, right? And he, you know, he need to shut up and keep getting that little old check he getting. But see, what Drake is not realizing is, you know, Rose was spitting facts. Hey, man, you got to pay Wayne. Yeah, you got to pay Stunner. You owe Stunner your life, right? And you owe Jay Prince. You know what I'm saying? These people are all in your pocket, man. Every time you drop these albums, every time you release these singles, this music you dropping, Drake, all these people getting money off you, bro. You gotta feed these folks every time. Rose is saying, look, every time I drop something, it's going in my pockets. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta break bread with all these people like you gotta break bread with. Now, in my opinion, Drake made himself look bad by saying certain things like Rick is almost 50 years old and, you know, he need to shut up and keep getting that little check he getting. Well, Drake, you just got bodied by a 50-year-old rapper, right? If that's what you want to call it. And you also got bodied by a 50-year-old rapper who's still getting a little check, allegedly, according to Drake. Now, the pictures that are out on the internet, you can clearly tell Drake has some kind of nose surgery done because it's definitely a different resemblance from when he was younger up until this point now. Everybody's saying not Ricky Rose with the body shaming tactics, but in my opinion, he took the perfect timing to go at the perfect person with the body shaming tactics, saying that Drake had a fake six-pack and it's no longer there, it's no longer visible, it vanished, and now Drake is wearing these weird costumes and weird outfits when he performs at shows. And we have been seeing them weird outfits, man. You know what I'm saying? Wondering what Drake got going on with himself. Could this be a real beef between Ricky Rose, Officer Ricky, and white boy Drake? White boy. Say, man, you know you done messed up, Drake. Now, a lot of millennials are going to ride with Drake because that's just how they going to do. I'm going to ride with the person who Drake said is his favorite lyricist, his favorite rapper. So y'all get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this whole rap beef between Ricky Rose, Officer Ricky, and white boy Drizzy Drake. And not only did Drake call Rick Ross one of his favorite rappers, right? He also said another rapper by the name of Smiley was one of the greatest rappers alive also. So Drake's been giving credit to a lot of people, but it seems now a lot of people just want to give Drake that title when Drake had already claimed other rappers that he looked up to as being the greatest, right? Some of the best lyricists. Now, Rick Ross mentioned that he's richer than Drake, and a lot of people are saying that's cap. But from Rick Ross' point of view, I can understand what he's saying because he mentioned that Drake is signed to Rap-A-Lot, which is Jay Prince. He signed to Lil Wayne, you know what I'm talking about? He owed them money. And, he's saying, he owes Stunner his life. So that's 3 different people right there, not including the other record labels that got their hand in Drake's pockets. So y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this whole ordeal, man. And until the next time, you're watching the Rundown Podcast. I appreciate everybody for spending with me. I appreciate all my subscribers for sliding with your boy every time. And say, man, hey, man, keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button, and look, turn on post notification so we can slide whenever I get the drop. And you already know what it is, man. It's deeper than booty hair. And guess what? I'm gone.